find to be the smartest team playing, just in terms of shot selection and poise? Who's that team for you as the tournament proceeds?
Well, talk about poise and knowing what you're doing on the floor and really making good decisions. You look right now at Loyola-Chicago. I thought their poise was unbelievable. I thought their shot selection was outstanding. I thought they shared the ball really well. I thought they knew when to back it up. The kid Harris, the guard, when not to rush the tempo. I mean, all of that factors. But, saying all that, you mentioned also about Oklahoma State. They didn't get an All-American performance out of the superstar who, by the way, in the NBA is going to be even better than he was in college for this reason. And you know the game better than I do, Stephen A. in the NBA.
No, that's not.
Bottom line is he's not going to face double teams, triple teams. He's not going to face all the kind of magical zone defenses. Trying to play him one-on-one, head-to-head at 6'8", the way he handles and he can stroke it, he's going to be a real star at the next level. I want to just thank him for his loyalty to his school, because he could have transferred when they got in sanctions. There was a chance they weren't going to play the tournament, but he stayed there, showed a lot of guts and heart. And I'll tell you this, I want to thank him for the magical moments he gave us thus far for 1 year.
Is the fact that, look, we don't have Duke and Kentucky this year, we have all of these upsets, how much do you ascribe that to the fact that this is a weird year? COVID and the whole thing, and how much of that is just coincidence? We just have this fantastic tournament, and Duke and Kentucky didn't make the cut.
Well, they didn't make the cut, but they get conversation on the popular show, First Take. That's unbelievable. Teams are out to say, why aren't you talking about us? We're in the tournament. I will tell you this about both clubs. They were hurt with the pandemic big time. Young players starting out, they couldn't play those pre-conference cupcakes to get a little familiar with one another. And then they had the factor of they're both great home court environments. You go to Rupp and there's 20,000 people. They're all in blue, most passionate fans. You go down to Cameron Crazy and the Crazies are going wild, chanting and screaming, giving you that adrenaline and that home court advantage. Didn't have that this year. Didn't have that. But I will tell you this. I will tell Molly, I will tell Stephen A., and I tell you Max, I will guarantee you Duke and Kentucky will be back. Those two coaches are all about what great leaders are about. They're about not what they've achieved, Hall of Fame status. They're all about
Dickie V.
getting better for the future.
I appreciate that. I love Coach Cal, and I love Coach Krzyzewski. Please don't get me wrong, but the pandemic was not discriminating. It affected everybody. So what should it say to us that those other teams are in the tournament and somehow they had their team ready to roll, but that wasn't the case with two of the blue bloods of college basketball? What are we to make of that, Dickie V?
Well, we're going to make very simply what you say is very honest about those other clubs. But Stephen A., they had all young kids who didn't get a chance to get familiar with one another, couldn't do the pre-conference practices. The bottom line, it shows that veteran teams have prevailed this year. The veterans have made it, and the veterans absolutely have played a big part. Look at Baylor's lineup. Look at Michigan with Eli Brooks. They had livers, and then they got the two transfers who come and played. They didn't have that. They had freshmen, diaper dandies. Kids that were just, they're part of the one and done. And they're done.
All right, last thing, Dickie V, and then I'll let you go because I know you got a million hits to do today. But who's on upset alert this evening? Or today, for that matter?
Upset alert. But you guys are tough all the time. Upset alert. Let's go, VBDI. Tell me. My upset alert? Are you kidding me? Ohio and Creighton. Creighton a 5 seed. Ohio a 13. Ohio proved they can play when they won that game against Virginia. The kid Preston had almost close to a triple-double. He had 11, 13, and 8. He can flat out play. And I'm telling you, that club is legit. They almost beat Illinois during the season, lost by 2 to them. They're just legit players. Hey, I asked one question. How many kids you think playing for Abilene Christian who beat Texas, how many at Abilene Christian were offered scholarships to Texas? How many kids you think at Loyola-Chicago were offered scholarships to Illinois?
Well, Dickie V.
Think about that.
I will think about it, Dickie V, but you're saying you got Ohio upsetting Creighton. I got news for you. I don't think it is an upset. I think they're just as good, if not better, than Creighton. I don't view that as an upset. This kid Preston can ball. He's your point guard. I mean, he's
You know
leading
what?
the team.
Go with
I
13.
mean, I don't think it's an
Stephen A.
upset.
is right again. You're right again, Stephen A. What can I say?
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. Sign up for the Tournament Challenge at espn.com/bracket or download the app today.